Hey guys, so the purpose of knowing our integer rules is so we can use them in real life. So, for example, let's read this problem. Mount Everest, the highest elevation in Asia, is 29,028 feet above sea level. The Dead Sea, the lowest elevation, is 1,312 feet below sea level. What is the difference between these two elevations? So in order to figure this out, we first have to come up with an expression. And then we can simplify that expression using our integer rules to answer the question. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to highlight any keywords that might actually represent mathematical meanings. So I know that the word above is going to indicate that that is a positive number. I also know that the word below is going to indicate that that number is a negative. There's one other word in my question, the word difference. The word difference tells me that I need to subtract. Okay, so there's a couple other things I want to highlight. I know this 29,028 feet above sea level is important, and our 1,312 feet below sea level is important. Okay, so if I'm trying to find the difference between these two numbers, I need to subtract them. So the first thing that I'm going to do is come up with an expression. So if difference tells me to subtract, that means I need to find the difference between 29,028. Now again, this is positive, so I don't really need to write a positive. I could in front if I wanted to. So the difference tells me to subtract, and I need to find the difference between that elevation and negative 1,312 feet. Okay, so that is actually my expression. So I could go ahead and type that in the box. I'm going to write it. And on the questions you'll be doing, you can type it. Okay, so now for step 2, I actually need to do my math. I need to simplify. So one thing that I see right off the bat is I see that I have double signs right here. So I know with double signs, I want to rewrite without double signs. Okay, so I know that minus a negative is really the same thing as a positive. So I'm going to rewrite my minus a negative as a positive, and I keep my numbers the same. So now I just need to do some math. So in this case, you could do this by hand, or you could use a calculator. You can find a calculator on your computer. When I add these together, I get 30,340. Now, one thing I need to remember with step 3 is I need to make sure that I'm labeling appropriately. Okay, so it's 30,340 what? I'm talking about feet. So that's the answer that I could type into this box.